So this company started in 2002 where the founder found the prototype of the shoes. The first word came out of their mouth, that is ugly. But right now this is a multi-billion-dollar traded company and whereby many celebrities all over the world. So how these three co-founders with no experience in footwear industry was able to build this company, that is Crocs. Let's see in this video. So hi guys, my name is Harshit. Welcome to the Thinkers Cafe, and this is a channel you need for business stories, entrepreneurship and skill development. And if you are someone who likes to know about business stories, entrepreneurship and skill development, then subscribe now. In 2002, the founder Lyndon has some low points, losing his job from computer hardware marketing, getting separated from his wife, and sleeping on his friend's couch, and his mother also passed away from cancer. George Boudreauker and Scott Simmons were the longtime friend of Lyndon, so they set up a selling trip to cheering up their friend Lyndon. Scott Simmons was quite a successful inventor and had a good living by developing and patenting product, and he already retired at the age of 48. While on that trip, Scott Simmons asked their friend Lyndon and George to try on a new rubber-like clog that he has been developing after his visit from Canada. Only version of these shoes was created by a different company called Foam Creation Incorporated out of Quebec, and this was made by a special kind of resin that is odor and water resistant, slip resistance on both deck, and fit nice on your foot. The only problem with that clog was backstrap, so Scott Simmons added one for himself. He has high hopes for his shoes, that he could bring investor and make a distribution in all over the US. Scott thought just vanished when their friend George and Lyndon called the shoes ugly, but their reaction changed as soon as they tried them out. They find those shoes remarkably light and comfortable. So they get into the business and they name their company Crocs, just because like crocodiles, these shoes can thrive on both land and water. Apart from Scott Simmons, George Boudreauker had a great experience in business. He already owned more than 100 franchises of Domino's. So all three friends had quite a good experience of business, but none of them had a business experience of footwear industry. The first problem of this business was to create a distribution system to get it from Canada and selling it in US. So Lyndon started developing a plan for the distribution, Scott Simmons started working to develop better product, and George invested the money. And they started their first store in Boulder, Colorado, and start waiting for their shipping from Canada. Then they start thinking how they're gonna sell these shoes. They know one thing for sure, this is best for boat decks. So they headed to Florida Boat Show in 2002. With the quality and design of the shoes, founder thought that shoes will get out easily, but people were finding those ugly. But somehow they convinced people to just try them on. With that tactic, they sold over 200 pairs of shoes on that event. And they understand one more important thing, that their shoes is not just good for boat purposes, but also would be great fit in all others area. So they find a niche that has not been tapped yet. Crocs continue to grow on a rapid pace, but there were some critics who were saying that this is just another passing fashion trend and it won't work for much longer. Yet it was not failing. Between 2003 to 2005, their revenue grew to 225%, and the most savvy move made by the founders was to acquire the company Foam Creation Incorporated so they can have an exclusive right on the material that is used to create those shoes, that is Cross-Light. That time retailers have to buy shoes in bulk, and if shoes doesn't sell, they need to sell in discount. So Crocs founders start providing as low as 25 pairs of shoes so the retailers can restock once the stock is over. So retailers have the lowest risk possible. With the ugliest design, people start talking about the shoes that actually made a steady growth for Crocs. And in 2006, Crocs came up with their IPO. They raised over $236 million, which was the highest public offering in footwear market. And that makes their brand value more than $1 billion. Both the investor and founder make a good amount of money from that IPO. After this IPO, George Boudreauker was removed from the board of directors of Crocs, and in place of him, Ron Sinder came as the CEO of Crocs, who was a good friend of Lyndon. During his initial time, there were only 2 models of Crocs that rise to 250. Revenue and stock were continuously climbing and they were expanding on international level. They also start acquiring different companies that help them improve their product. They also signed an agreement with Disney and NBA, and that time they were unstoppable. But financial crisis of 2008 changed the game. Sales were down, stocks were falling, and they were sued by different companies for the product design. But still, companies survived. Rapid growth looks good on the graph, but that's just a tip of the iceberg. And their expansion was steady in between 2008 to 2018. But in 2018, many people start noticing celebrities wearing those Crocs. And Crocs also tried different design to cover more audience, but they understand one thing: either someone like your product or hate your product. You can't force them to buy your product. With that thinking, Crocs start promoting a thought of carefree attitude, of not worrying about what other people think. And they start promoting this thought with many celebrities like Justin Bieber and Post Malone. Crocs' growth was a result of collaboration with many companies like KFC and Balenciaga and many brands that actually provide them a free publicity. Another huge win for Crocs was pandemic. When most of the company was suffering, Crocs were actually thriving because people started looking for comfort over design. That actually changed the game in footwear industry, and their stock value rise more than 300% that year. They also start giving more importance to online market and start closing their expensive store. In 2021, they reported a revenue of $2.2 billion. And now they are having a journey of more than 20 years in footwear market. So that was the success story of Crocs. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and that subscribe button.